Have you ever woken up one morning and felt that something about your body quietly changed, something no one warned you about? That subtle dryness that wasn't there before. The one that makes even your favorite lotion or clothing feel uncomfortable. You drink your water, you eat healthy foods, and you think you're doing everything right. But still, that dryness lingers. Now here's the truth that most women over 60 never hear. It's not just hormones. And it's not simply because you're getting older. There are two hidden causes of intimate dryness that almost no one talks about, not even many doctors. And these two causes could be quietly making your discomfort worse every single day. According to research from the Mayo Clinic, over 50% of women after menopause experience vaginal dryness, yet only 1 in 5 ever bring it up with their doctor. That silence means millions of women are left thinking, this is just part of aging. But that's not true. As a gynecologist with more than 30 years of experience, I've seen how the right understanding and the right care can completely change how you feel in your own skin. I'll never forget a patient named Margaret. She was 68, active, vibrant, full of life. But when she sat in my office, she looked down and whispered, "Dr. Lisa, I don't feel like myself anymore." She'd tried moisturizers, hormone creams, even expensive oils, but nothing seemed to help for long. What we discovered together changed everything. Once she addressed the real root causes, most women never suspect her comfort, and confidence slowly returned. Here's something most women don't realize. Your intimate tissues are incredibly sensitive to small daily habits, hydration, circulation, even stress hormones. When those fall slightly out of balance, the delicate lining of your intimate area loses its natural moisture barrier. It's like a plant that's watered, but sitting in poor soil, it looks fine for a while, until one morning it begins to wilt. And yet, because society often avoids this topic, women are left to suffer in silence. You won't see TV commercials or magazine covers talking about this kind of dryness. But every week I meet women who quietly admit it's affecting not just their comfort, but their sleep, their mood, even their sense of femininity. That's why I'm making this video, so you can finally understand what's really happening inside your body and what you can do to change it naturally. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal the two hidden causes that most doctors never explain. The first one is something you might be doing every single day without realizing it's silently drying your tissues from the inside out. The second one, well, that one surprises nearly every patient I've ever worked with because it's not physical at all. I'm Dr. Lisa Perriera, a board-certified gynecologist who has dedicated over 3 decades to helping women age with comfort, strength, and confidence. And if you've ever thought, this is just how my body is, now I want to show you that relief is absolutely possible. Before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. How long have you been noticing these changes? Weeks, months, or years? Type it in the comments below because your story might help another woman realize she's not alone. Stay with me until the end of this video because when I explain the second hidden cause, you'll understand why so many treatments fail and what you can start doing tonight to begin feeling more like yourself again. The first hidden cause of intimate dryness that no one talks about is circulatory slowdown, a quiet, gradual loss of blood flow to your most delicate tissues. Now that might sound surprising, because most women associate dryness only with falling estrogen levels. And yes, hormones play a role. But circulation is what delivers those hormones and oxygen to where they're needed. Without healthy blood flow, even normal hormone levels can't reach your tissues effectively. Let me paint you a simple picture. Imagine your body as a network of small garden hoses carrying nourishment to every cell. When you're young, those hoses are flexible, open, and strong. Blood moves freely, delivering oxygen and nutrients, keeping everything hydrated and alive. But as we age, those hoses begin to stiffen. The flow slows down. The soil dries. And that's exactly what happens to the tissues of your intimate area. According to studies from the National Institutes of Health, circulation to the pelvic region can decline by up to 30% after menopause, especially in women who spend long hours sitting, have mild dehydration, or take certain medications that constrict blood vessels. This reduced flow means less oxygen, less moisture, and slower natural regeneration of those tissues. Let me share a story from one of my patients, Eleanor. She's 71 and lives a vibrant life. She gardens, she walks every morning. But she still came to me saying, "Dr. Lisa, I feel dry no matter what I do." After reviewing her habits, I discovered she spent nearly 6 hours a day reading or watching TV without moving much. Her hydration looked fine, but her circulation wasn't. Once we worked on improving that through small specific routines like pelvic stretches, hydration timing, and circulation-boosting foods, she called me 2 months later and said, "I can't believe this was the missing piece." What's happening inside your body is a combination of subtle things. Reduced vascular elasticity. Your blood vessels lose some of their flexibility. Lower nitric oxide production. The same molecule that helps your blood vessels relax and open up becomes less available after 50. Shallow breathing or inactivity limits oxygen exchange, meaning your tissues never get the full refresh they need daily. When those three come together, it's like watering a garden with a narrow straw. Your body is trying, but not enough moisture ever reaches the roots. And here's the emotional part that most medical textbooks never mention. This dryness doesn't just affect your body. It touches your sense of womanhood. Many women tell me they feel disconnected, like something precious faded without warning. I always tell them this is not the end of your femininity. It's simply your body's way of asking for better circulation, better care, and gentle attention. So if you've been applying creams or oils and not seeing results, it's not because your body is broken. It's because those treatments only work on the surface. The real healing begins when you restore flow from the inside out. In a few minutes, I'll share the specific daily habits and natural methods that can reignite circulation safely without harsh hormones or expensive procedures. But before we go there, we need to talk about the second hidden cause, and it's the one that surprises nearly every woman I meet. Because this next cause has nothing to do with your physical body, it starts in your mind. And when I reveal it, you'll see how deeply your thoughts, emotions, and even your stress patterns can dry your body the same way drought dries the earth. Stay with me, because understanding this second cause can completely change the way you see yourself and your health. Now that you know the first hidden cause, circulatory slowdown, let's talk about how to gently bring that blood flow and moisture back. You don't need hormones, surgery, or expensive creams. What you need is awareness. A few small changes that reconnect you with your body's natural rhythm. Start tonight. Before you go to bed, place one warm hand over your lower abdomen and take 5 deep, slow breaths. Feel your belly rise and fall. This simple action signals your body to send oxygen and warmth back to an area that's been quietly forgotten. The Cleveland Clinic found that slow diaphragmatic breathing can increase pelvic blood flow by up to 20% within minutes. It's a quiet, powerful way to remind your body that this area still matters. If you spend hours sitting during the day, try standing once every hour. Roll your hips gently or take a short walk. Think of your pelvic circulation like a pond. When it stays still, the water grows stagnant. When you stir it, even just a little life returns. Your next step is to nourish your tissues from within. The tiny capillaries in your intimate area need hydration and nutrients to stay supple. If you only drink plain water, that moisture often passes through too quickly. Add a pinch of mineral salt or a squeeze of lemon. It helps your cells hold hydration longer. Include healthy fats like flaxseed walnuts or salmon in your diet. These omega-3s feed the membranes that keep your tissues soft and elastic. Vitamin E can also help more than most women realize. A small daily dose, about 200 IU, has been shown in NIH studies to improve lubrication and tissue repair naturally. When combined with proper hydration, its effect compounds over time. Eleanor, the 71-year-old woman I mentioned earlier, was skeptical at first. She said, "Dr. Lisa, I've tried everything." But she began with something simple, switching from cold to warm water during the day, adding 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed to breakfast, and doing a few minutes of deep breathing before bed. 2 weeks later, she wrote me an email. "It's strange, but I feel warmth again. Not just in my body, but in my confidence." That's when I knew these small, gentle steps can truly awaken something that medicine often overlooks. Your body also depends on rhythm, the balance between rest, movement, and emotional peace. Even after menopause, your body still produces small amounts of estrogen and testosterone. But stress, loneliness, or lack of sleep can disrupt that delicate rhythm, pulling blood flow away from the pelvis into fight or flight mode. Many women notice that during periods of worry or sadness, dryness quietly worsens. I often tell my patients your body listens to your emotions. When you laugh, breathe deeply, or walk outside, it sends a message of safety to your brain, and your circulation responds. That's why women who stay socially active, sleep well, and keep small daily routines often report feeling more natural comfort, even without medication. Something as gentle as a slow evening walk or light yoga can reactivate the connection between your breath, your blood flow, and your intimate health. Each step, each stretch tells your body, "I am alive, I am safe, I still belong in this body." And yes, even if it has been years, it's not too late. I've worked with women in their late 70s who thought their dryness was permanent until they made these changes. The human body has an incredible ability to restore itself when we give it consistency and compassion. Before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these feels easiest to start breathing, hydration, or movement? Share it in the comments. You might inspire another woman who's been quietly struggling just like you. Because next, we're going to uncover the second hidden cause, and this one doesn't come from your body at all. It starts in your mind. And once you understand how your thoughts and emotions can literally dry your tissues the way drought dries the earth, you'll see why true healing begins far deeper than skin. When I said earlier that the second hidden cause doesn't come from your body, many women look puzzled at first. But the truth is, your mind and your body are in constant conversation, and when that communication weakens, your tissues feel it too. I remember a woman named Barbara, 66 years old. She came to me not long after losing her husband. She said, "Dr. Lisa, I feel dry all the time, no matter what I do. But it's not just physical. It's like something inside me shut down." I could see the exhaustion in her eyes. She wasn't just dehydrated. She was emotionally drained. You see, your intimate tissues respond to blood flow hormones and oxygen, but they also respond to emotional signals of safety, warmth, and connection. When stress or sadness takes over, your body produces more cortisol. That hormone is meant to protect you in danger, but when it stays high for too long, it suppresses estrogen and lowers blood circulation in areas your body no longer considers essential. Over time, that stress literally dries your tissues, the way drought dries the soil. Think of your body as a small garden. When it rains regularly through laughter, connection, and rest, the soil stays rich and soft. But when the rain stops, the ground begins to crack. Even if you pour water from above, it runs off instead of sinking in. That's what happens when emotional dryness combines with physical dryness. Creams, supplements, and hormones may help for a while, but if the emotional rain doesn't return, true healing stays out of reach. Barbara's story taught me something powerful. We began with simple breathing exercises, not for the body, but for the mind. I asked her to take 3 minutes every morning, sit by the window, close her eyes, and place one hand over her heart and one over her lower abdomen. As she breathed slowly, she'd whisper, "I am safe. I am still whole, and my body belongs to me." The first week, she said it felt awkward. By the third week, she noticed her sleep improving. And after 6 weeks, she told me with tears in her eyes, "Dr. Lisa, it's strange. I don't feel as dry anymore. I feel like the inside of me woke up." Her blood flow hadn't changed dramatically, but her nervous system had shifted from tension to calm. And that calm allowed her body to start healing naturally. According to the Mayo Clinic, chronic stress is one of the most overlooked contributors to vaginal dryness and reduced arousal. It constricts blood vessels, slows lubrication, and alters the balance of hormones that maintain tissue elasticity. But here's the good news: these effects are reversible. Once you calm your nervous system, your body begins redirecting blood flow back to the pelvis, restoring its natural rhythm. That's why I encourage all my patients to build small moments of emotional hydration. It could be gentle touch, warm baths, journaling music, prayer, or laughter. Anything that makes your body feel safe again. Because safety signals are what allow your body to produce moisture naturally. It's your brain's way of saying you can open up again. I want every woman watching this to understand dryness is not just a medical issue. It's your body's whisper, asking for softness, rest, and reconnection. Once you begin to listen to that whisper, you'll notice that your comfort starts to return, not only in your body, but in your confidence, your joy, your presence. In the next section, we'll bring everything together, what you've learned about circulation hormones and emotional wellness, and I'll share a simple daily plan that many of my patients have used to stay naturally comfortable for years. It's easier than you think, and it doesn't require prescriptions, just small loving steps that honor your body each day. So stay with me for a few more minutes, because this final part might be the most important of all. So now you know the truth. Intimate dryness isn't just a random sign of aging, it's your body's way of communicating that something deeper needs attention. You've learned that there are 2 hidden causes most women never hear about. The first, a quiet slowdown of circulation, dries your tissues from the inside out. The second, emotional tension and chronic stress, does the same thing only from the mind down. When those 2 forces meet, it's no wonder that creams or pills alone can't solve the problem. But the beauty of your body is this: it can heal from both directions, physically and emotionally, once you give it what it truly needs. Start with awareness. Each day, take a few deep breaths and check in with your body. Ask yourself, where do I feel tight? Where do I feel calm? That awareness is the first step to restoring blood flow. Then move. Even gentle movement, a walk after dinner. Hip stretches, light yoga can reignite circulation better than any prescription. Drink warm water, not cold. Add healthy fats like flaxseed salmon or avocado. Feed your tissues with life. And don't forget the emotional rain your body needs. Make space for joy, touch laughter, and stillness. When your heart softens, your body follows. You'll notice subtle signs: warmth, returning, better sleep, more energy, even a deeper sense of calm in your everyday life. Those are not coincidences, they're your body's thank you notes. I've spent over 3 decades watching women transform by reclaiming connection with their bodies. Women in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, rediscovering comfort and confidence without fear or shame. Every single one of them started where you are curious, a little skeptical, but willing to listen to their body again. So I want to ask you something. What's one gentle step you can take tonight to honor yourself? Is it a warm bath, 5 minutes of breathing, or a short walk outside? Type it in the comments. I read everyone. When women share their stories, other women heal too. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because our next video will go even deeper into how to restore moisture and circulation naturally after menopause, with specific foods and oils that have been shown in clinical research to support pelvic health. You don't want to miss it. Remember, aging does not mean shrinking. It means evolving. Your body is wiser, your emotions deeper, and your self-awareness stronger than ever. You are not broken. You are simply in a new season of your life, and with the right care, this season can be filled with comfort, confidence, and joy. And before we close, let me remind you, this video is for educational purposes only. It does not replace medical advice. Every woman's body is unique. If you are experiencing pain, significant changes, or have personal concerns, please consult with your healthcare provider. Your well-being deserves personalized care.